When I say Leo, the words Linda Goodman, sun sign and people born in July or August come to your mind. But I'm not talking about sun sign. I'm talking about moon sign. If moon was in Simha Rashi when you were born, then your Rashi or zodiac sign is Simha. Yes, it's now time to know about Simha Rashi. I have covered the details of each Rashi, Mesha, Vrishabha, Mithuna and Kataka until now. You will find these here. Namaskaraha, welcome to Jyotish Shastram channel. I will now give a detailed view of a Simha personality, characteristics, etc. Let's visualize the Rashi Simha in the zodiac belt or the Bachakra. Simha is the fifth Rashi and occupies 120 to 150 degrees of the zodiac belt. Nakshatranam Samuhaha is Rashi. That is, a Rashi is made up of a cluster of nakshatras. Simha is made up of Magha Nakshatra, Purva Phalguni or Pubba Nakshatra and 1/4 of Uttara Phalguni Nakshatra. So if your Janma Nakshatra is Magha or Purva Phalguni or the first Pada of Uttara Phalguni Nakshatra, then your Janma Rashi is Simha. These three nakshatras together look like a lion in the Bhachakra and hence our sages called it Simha. And even the Greeks and Romans called it Leo, which again indicates lion. What can you expect from this video? I will provide an in-depth look at Simha Individual's details. Who is a Simha individual? If your Janma Rashi is Simha or your Lagna, that is first house in your horoscope, is Simha, then you are a Simha individual. And this episode will cover the following. Starting from Leo's nature, physical appearance, mental tendencies, health, finance, profession, and finally, what are the traits that a Simha individual can correct? Let's begin. What is Leo's nature or personality? Simha, a lion, and hence quite organically the Simha individual expresses with a forceful and dominating spirit, displays leadership qualities. An extrovert, is fearless, frank and proud. A Leo is the king of the jungle and hence has a boasting mentality, gets angry instantly, but their outbursts may not last long. Simha usually commands people, loves power, grandeur, show, distinction, adventure and displays the tendencies of high mind and eminent personalities. Leo is a warm-hearted person but with harsh temperament. Has a liking for art forms and is philosophical. They are impulsive and become irritated quickly, which may lead to hasty conclusions and decisions that may lead to adverse consequences. How does a Leo look? Simha has a beautiful structure, broad shoulders, is well built, tall, with large bones and muscles and prominent knees. He or she will have an upright upper body, better formed than lower body. A Leo has a round face with a reddish complexion and with captivating large staring eyes. Has soft and wavy hair, usually light in color but with tendency to hair loss. Just like the lion, this individual will have a majestic, imposing, commanding and dignified appearance. Sage Parashara describes a Leo individual as Simha Rashi. Simha Suryadhipaha Sattvi Chatushpat Kshatriyo Vani Shirshodayi Brihad Gatraha Purved Dhyuviryavan. Sage Parashara explains Simha has 4 legs with a bulky body and is strong in the day. It resides in forests. Kshatriya by race is of Satvika disposition and resides in the east. It rises with its head and its lord is Surya. What are the mental capabilities or intellectual capacity of a Leo? Simha person is confident, optimistic, has a stable mind. Leo is determined, conscientious and has a strong willpower. Being a fiery sign, a Leonian is ambitious, hopeful to the last minute. They are leaders, have vitality and vigor. They have the capability to be good planners if they want to. A Leo person usually tries to find smarter ways of doing things. Simha may frequently face people who either tease or provoke them, but even in these situations, a Leo faces with courage and confidence. How is Leo's health? They have generally a robust health. Even when Leo falls ill, he or she usually recovers quickly. but they can get quite anxious about their health. As per medical astrology, Simha Rashi governs the heart of the Kala Purusha. What or who is Kala Purusha and how does a Rashi govern parts of your body? What does this mean? Well, if you're curious, watch episode 28 where I've explained this. Coming to Simha and which part of the body that it governs, it is associated with mainly heart and other parts such as spinal cord, nerves and bones. What does this mean in a horoscope? If good planets are in Leo in a horoscope, then health issues related to heart are not indicated. But if inauspicious planets are in Simha, then the person is prone to heart issues, palpitations, spinal issues, sunstroke, dizziness, inflammation, etc. How does a Simha manage their finances? Leos, just like the king of the jungle, are usually quite fortunate and well resourced, but they tend to spend money freely, which can lead to financial trouble as they get older. They try to lead an aristocratic life, being choosy about dress, furniture, curtains, etc. They never hesitate to spend money to keep their prestige and honor. Not economical, even in the state of poverty. Leos are known for their big heart, take pride in helping others, often going above and beyond. Their generosity is a wonderful trait, but it can sometimes lead to challenges if they don't set boundaries, get over liberal, and this might leave them in a tough spot with limited finances later in life. What kind of profession does it indicate for a Leo? Leos often find themselves in positions of leadership and responsibility. The following traits are typically observed. Leadership skills. They excel in positions like managers, executives, sales manager due to their natural authority and ability. Have executive ability and tireless working capacity. Leos are ambitious, tackling big issues while leaving the small tasks to others. They tend to have a fixed income, job security unless they decide to take a rash decision and quit. In a Simha's horoscope, planets forming favorable aspects will specify the exact nature of their profession. Mansions, forests are the kind of places Simha is drawn to. No surprise here, as being a leader, Leo is drawn to mansions, or as the king of the jungle is drawn to forests. How does a Leo handle relationships? For instance, domestic environments. You know, Leonians have this natural inclination to rule. So they often try to be a leader even in the house. They might expect everyone at home to be submissive, cooperative, obedient, and grateful for their efforts. They expect their family members to be generous and noble. Simha strives to maintain peace, harmony, and happiness, as these factors keep a Simha cheerful. They really love their kids and take a lot of pride in them. Well, in romantic relationships, Leonians are really romantic and passionate, and they make ideal lovers because they are sincere and faithful. However, they prefer not to show their affection in public as they feel it's not quite dignified. Leos usually maintain harmony in relationships, but if the 7th house or its ruler in their horoscope is troubled, it can lead to conflicts and arguments between partners. A Leo husband adores his wife and is incredibly loving, but he tends to attract attention from other women. He expects his wife to understand and agree with his views. While he is passionate and loving, he can also be rash in temperament. He won't tolerate anyone disrespecting his wife or family, and he is always conscious of his social status. A Leo wife is ambitious but manages her home and makes favorable impressions on all. She is very passionate and needs to exercise self-control to avoid going overboard. She tends to have strong, fixed ideas, expecting her decisions to be considered the law at home. Hence, she needs a partner who can provide balance and maintain order. Before I tell the traits that need correction for a Simha, let me provide a few additional details for budding astrologers. To understand the characteristics of a Simha, you should look closely at the name itself or its meaning. If we consider the meaning of the word Simha, it includes several elements. Simha, the word means kills the animals, Mrigari, enemy to animals, Mrigaraja, king of animals, and so on and so forth. These are the various synonyms. Therefore, Simha Rashi reflects a majestic personality showcasing natural leadership and an imposing presence. Other important factors that should come to your mind the minute you look at Simha as an astrology enthusiast. Simha is an odd and male sign. As a Simha, if your horoscope has more male grahas and male signs, then you will be daring, dashing and leaning towards a masculine personality. It is a sthira or a fixed sign, which means Simha has very fixed, firm ideas and dogmatic views and won't easily listen to others. Leos tend to have permanent accommodation. The Varna is Kshatriya, which is obvious as Leo represents kingly qualities. Color of Simha is red or orange and the favorable direction is east. Simha is an Agni Tattva Rashi, which means it is a fiery sign, hot and dry sign. As a result, individuals with this sign often have a commanding, courageous and impulsive temperament. They can be hasty and prone to irritation, often jumping to conclusions quickly and suffering the consequences. It is a quadruped, Shirshodai, which means rises with its head, is strong in the day, has a bilious temperament of Sattva Guna and is a malefic sign. Now for the traits to be corrected. With respect to personality traits, receptive to alternate viewpoints. Since Leos are determined and hold strong views, it's important for them to consider others' opinions, ideas and suggestions before making any decisions. Simha individuals are naturally extroverted and can sometimes roar like a lion, which might land them in trouble. It's best to avoid this kind of impulsive behavior, especially when they are going through an unfavorable period as per their horoscope. During tough times, it's a good idea, especially for Simha, to steer clear of arguments, conflicts and anything that might annoy superiors. Try to stay calm and don't let yourself get too hasty or easily irritated. In relationships, Leos should avoid forcing their desires and opinions on others, should limit their wants, should not be arrogant, should take lessons from the past. Be patient in relationships. Careful while choosing your partner. Do not get carried away by others' flattery and try to stay more emotionally detached. Please understand your partner before committing or making life decisions to make your home a happy environment. When it comes to health, to stay healthy, Leo should stick to a balanced diet. Eat clean and sattvic food. Avoid alcohol. And in money matters, I would advise a Simha individual to manage spending and save for old age, as he or she is prone to financial trouble as age advances. Hope this awareness gave a detailed view on the personality of a Simha Rashi or a Leo, along with a few corrective suggestions. With awareness comes insight, and I want you to develop Jyotish Shastram insight to plan your life better. Dhanyavadaha.